Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Mary Sky Realty's video blog. I'm Mary Sky. Please excuse me for a second. I'm trying to get things set up. Anyways, so I was watching some videos on YouTube, and I'm almost out of cherry tobacco, so I will try to pinch. I'll have them condense some of the other tobacco, see if they can make it can. But anyways, I gotta go to Instagram, and I want to share a story with you all. Okay, so I'm going to I wanted to talk to you guys about what's going on. So I am tired. So I'm not gonna spend all day with you guys because like I said, I'm tired. But I do want to say that um I'm here to talk to you guys. So what happened was um is I spent some time schooling. I was having chest pain, so I wasn't feeling too well. And then after my chest pain, I um, I had to rest. And so while I was watching some videos on fly rod reviews. And then after the fly rod reviews, I watched several videos on YouTube. I use YouTube as a TV from time to time. I mean, you pay for the internet, right? So today I got my electric bill, and it's like, oh wow, look at all the credits you got. Oh, can't complain. So electric bill's covered. No bill this month. So then all of a sudden, which reminds me, I haven't seen if this little booter's doing okay. Yeah, little booter's doing okay. Yeah, he needs to get his food eventually. Wants food? Want some foodsy saboobsy, huh? Foodsy kaboobsy? All right, so anyways, so I decided to come on for a few minutes. I know Cam and I were talking earlier, and there was nothing to talk about. I was just too out of it. And so, um, all right. So, save this card, get some good chow. Sounds good to me. That's all that came in today's mail. Dude. So they turned around, right? And they said, fill your card out, right? I already filled out my card. I ain't mailing it in. If the fucking website ain't broken, then I won't worry. I already sent in a confirmation. I want to send someone to my door, I ain't answering. I already filled out that damn consensus 4 times online, and they're still sending me crap. That's the only thing that came to me in the mail. That and a state thingy. Anyways, um, so, um, told Chloe I thought about sleeping after K-Day comes in tonight. He knows what time it is. It's dinner time. So I thought about spending a little bit of time tonight renting a couple movies too. So, but yeah, anyways, it's dinner time, This is Boon's dinner time. Hungry? Oh yeah, you can see he's hungry. Come here. There we go. What's up? Huh? You want some cuddles? Huh? You want some cuddles? Want some cuddles? Oh, a little cuddle pie. Huh? What are you doing, Ebs? Huh? Come here. Yeah. Hi. Hello. Hi. What's wrong, huh, little guy? Oh, what's wrong? Huh? You don't like that? Huh? You don't like that? Oh, yeah. Give me a kissy. Uh, hello, Gail. Hello, Joe. I'm not depressed. You see why I'm not depressed? I got a bunny in my hands. Oh, yeah. Give me kissies. Oh, yeah. Kissy kissies. So, baby, do you want to eat your din din, huh? You want to eat your foodsie? What, huh? Um, What is squeaky squeaky? Yeah, squeaky squeaky. Sometimes they make some squeaking sounds. So, anyways, go on in, eat your food. Don't toss the food bowl. There you go. So, anyways, I hope you get better, Gail. So, so I went to my new schooling course today, and now I got to buy some books tomorrow for my school. On top of that, the schooling is this religious movie that I got to watch. So the guy turned around, this preacher, and he says, I want you all to watch this movie. My father-in-law said, okay, I'll watch it. And then my father-in-law texted me on the phone saying, yeah, he says it's on Amazon. It should be a part of the free deal. So I turned around and told Dad, no, it isn't. And Dad turned around and said, what do you mean it isn't? I said, it isn't free. He said, what do you mean? I said, it costs $4.34 with sales tax. Of course, old man was like, okay, it was funny. So, anyways, I gotta share with you something. So, Pee Wee sent a video link to me on my channel for watching this person that's like RVing all the time. And I put it on the big TV because I had it through my desktop, because it's linked to my TV. And Chloe's like, oh my God, we can't watch that. And I'm going, well, Pee Wee gave it to me. Usually 99.9% of the videos I watch. Well, look at it. That guy there, I'm like, the guy's cute. He's got a beard. He must be into trannies. The woman there is completely a tranny. You can tell by the face and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going, big deal. Their voice sounds like a man, too. They're a man. Why should we watch a former man who thinks they pass as a woman driving around in an RV? Damn hillbillies. And I'm going, I don't know. I really don't know. So it was like Chloe was basically, found this. Where people need to know if Chloe finally found it. Um, Nitroglycerin. Poppy found out I had it, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're gonna take some?" Said the chest pain doesn't, So mm, All right. So, anyways, I sent an email out. So I'm hoping I get an email tonight on business because payday's tonight and I'm about an hour and 8 minutes. So I got a movie I want to put in anyway. So but I'm gonna have to ask just to be nosy. Well, why are you depressed? Why are you depressed? So my cousin, she's busy today, so I have a feeling, what the hell? Oh, okay. I guess it took a while to send. So, uh, hmm. So, anyways, cousin went to the lake today. So I've said it in like every video I have done, Joe. Every video I have done for the last 3 times or 4 times I've talked about your dream, and I don't think Gail's around anyways. Gail said she was depressed. She pops in and then pops out. I don't think Gail's around. However, I'm going to take my phone for a second, like this, and I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go like this. I'm going to look at the picture, and I'm flipping my phone upside down. So apparently my cousin... So apparently, supposedly my cousin who's unemployed, which is cool that she's unemployed. Well, she wants to go back to work. So I assume she went and bought one of these. Now, whatever she spends her money on is fine, but still. So I had to flip my phone upside down to get it. So there you go. So I guess they can afford all these happy, but like I said, make my cousin's happy. That's fine. And so, So, like I said, payday's coming up in approximately an hour. So, in 1 hour, payday will be here, and then afterwards, I am gonna go and rest. So you'll have me for about an hour. Tomorrow is spreadsheets, and so sounds good to me. So tomorrow or Thursday, no, Friday. I think it's Friday night. The internet bill will come. So you see, there's 5 people, Joe, and yet no one is actually commenting except you. So I really don't want to say your dream again because, frankly, let me just tell you, your dream scares the shit out of me. Okay, I was having chest pain today while trying to do my schooling, and my father-in-law was worried about me. So yeah, you know how it is. So, what a tiring day. So I actually enjoyed what I was watching. I was watching many things, waiting for that email to come in on a fly fishing thing. So, just to make a short joke funny, okay. Now, I'm open-minded to many people. Now, moderator Pee Wee messaged me on my, well, I think she was tuning in on this channel, and she basically posted a description of the lady that drives an RV, transgendered, yeah. And if she's transgender and she's got a husband or boyfriend, so big deal. Who cares, I was just making a statement, et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, but, I watched, I didn't subscribe, you could say. I was more interested in doing other things. I mean, right now I'm working on a couple projects, and I'll talk to you about my project soon. I think I'll do it tonight after I use the restroom. I think it's going to be a great night. But yeah, I don't mean to offend anyone, But anyways, my cousin bought some like raft little doodad thing. I had to flip it upside down. It's like a 4 or 6 person thing. It's about the size of that hot tub me and Chloe was in. My cousin-in-law was.
Give me the brown open can.
You're not taking the can with you, are you?
No, I'm taking.
Fine, take a pinch. I just gotta try it myself. I'm gonna have you try to condense what's left in these cans and condense them all. So anyways, for the rest of you out there, like I said, I actually don't really care, about the trans community. I really don't care if someone's living it. Chloe it was just the way. And to me, well, I'll tell you everything that's going on right now in my life. I do have an update on stimulus checks that might be of an interest to you. I'll get that done before I go to the bathroom. Did my can get delivered back again? What? What, you still have it in your hand?
Sorry, I was adjusting something.
So here's the deal with the stimulus checks before I run to the bathroom, okay? So the stimulus checks, basically, yesterday, I spent some time today, by the way. I rewatched it, kind of exhausted anyways. I rewatched the, what do you call it? I'll run to the bathroom first. Secretary of Treasury Steven Mnuchin spoke for 2 hours, and he clearly stated that apparently there's a plan where $150 billion is going to the unemployment benefits, which will run out. And then in the new skinny bill, the skinny cow bill, it'd be like $500 billion. And they're offering $150 billion. So they claim it's $300 billion, but it's really $150 billion that can go towards states. Well, Nancy Pelosi's like, no, we want $1 trillion for states, otherwise we ain't budgeting. Well, you know how that played out. Hold on a second.
Got a few things. Come on, this way.
Forget something again. It was on the table last night.
I'll go get it.
Look, I just don't want the fucking door
Okay,
open
you
all
don't
night.
want a door open. Shh.
Oh yeah, shh. That's all you fucking do.
Don't yell at me.
You do this to me all the fucking time. Shh. That's a trigger.
Okay, I'm sorry I triggered you. Okay, just a video. Okay, love you.
Yes, okay, I love you.
There. I'm sorry I triggered you.
She always tries to get her fucking way with the shh. It's a trigger. I can't even get a fucking edge word-wise. And then she asked me the other day about fucking computer, okay? Throws a fit. That person there's a man. That's like, so? Maybe they have some good information. I like watching YouTube. It's a television for me at times. You know how many times I have been able to even use YouTube? Not much, you know? And so to me, it pisses me off. Pisses me off to knowing that Chloe has to, you know, at least she's slowing down on the Trumpy thing, you know, but still. I mean, look, Joe, I could talk about your dream. I can even get Pee Wee to give her way in on your dream. Thing is, it won't happen. Chloe doesn't have pills to commit suicide. And two is, I don't think I'm going to have a heart attack on a couch that I don't have. My couch has been converted to my queen size bed with a pillow top mattress on the top. So you got the regular mattress. I've reinforced the bottom, and I put another mattress on top, an actual bed mattress, and that's what I sleep on. To me, I think it's the most comfortable bed in the world. As a couch. And then on top of all of this, she's got to go and lambaste too many trannies on transgendered people on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. I don't give a shit about Facebook. And then, you know, shit. I mean, I've been exhausted, you know. I was going to drink some wine tonight, but I don't really have the motivation to do that, you know. I've been trying to work on a deal with other crap, you know. So apparently when my cousin was working, she bought this party boat thing in my bobber. It seems cool, you know, as long as she had fun today doing whatever, you know. So anyways, so Chloe wants to do fly fishing. So I told her to go read a book. I brought out a book. I said, look at this. This is a beginner's guide. This will help you. She was more interested in her phone. So, and then she's like, I need to earn my laptop you offered me by cleaning. Well, I did some cleaning today too. You know, Joe asked me something like, oh, you know, are you going live or And I did some cleaning today in the office and other places, trying to get this place clean. And she was just on her. Well, she actually went out today and she did some baking business and she forgot my cheese again. And then she goes out, which reminds me, I want to bitch about that for a second. So we go by the bakery today, okay? And it's called San Juan Bakery, okay? Great place. Lady was really nice to me. And I said to her, yeah, I would like to have a pizza, right? So I said, I want the pepperoni, right? And I want the island pepperoni. So apparently this pepperoni she got, right? Island pepperoni apparently is spicy unless I'm missing something. That's why I'm looking. Because I know the gorgonzola cheese and mozzarella as a cheese aficionado isn't spicy, so it's got to be the house-made island pepperoni that was spicy because the pepperoni I had was smoked provolone pepperoni and Parmesan cheese. So, and then you had this one here, which is the Lucia tomato sauce, Italian sausage, mozzarella, smoked provolone, Parmesan, fresh arugula, roasted red peppers, and black olives. I don't think that would be spicy, but whatever it was, this thing was. Oh, that one looks good. The Caparino Fresco with goat's cheese. I'm telling you, whatever this pizza was, this one's roasted potatoes, onion, garlic, jalapeno with gorgonzola cheese topped with arugula and sage. That's the only thing I can think of that's freaking spicy is that one. I mean, literally, the thing is freaking whatever I ate, it was just hot as hell. And I took a slice of it thinking, oh, yeah. And then I was like, this isn't right. This doesn't look like pepperoni. It looked like something else. I'm like, and then I wolfed down half a pizza that we got. Chloe went pick pizza up. And problem is, again, she didn't check her phone. Then she comes into me, and, got mad. And she's like, I didn't know they heated the pizza. Well, my oven's got problems at 475. And so while we're waiting for, the manager to replace it or whatever, I've just been like, fuck it. I mean, literally. Oh, talking about something funny today. All right, I'm telling you about my life. So about your stimulus check. So let's get back to that. So Stephen Mnuchin really wants to give stimulus checks out. He also wants to enhance unemployment. Fortunately, he thinks the less the unemployment, the more incentives for people to go to work. Well, when I was sitting there right now, you guys know I don't believe the Democrats or the Republicans. The Democrats, let me put it this way, okay? The Democrats want to turn around and go after the president for anything. Look, Chloe's been ranting and raving about. He wants to give the Medal of Honor to that kid in Kenosha with the AR-15. You can't give a kid a Medal of Honor if he's not in the military, okay, or the Purple Heart or whatever. And from all points of view, A, he had the gun illegally, and B, he murdered two people. So how is that going to look? I mean, literally. By the way, has anyone realized in the political spectrum that Donald Trump went out there yesterday to Kenosha, and tomorrow Biden's going out there? Whatever happened to avoiding Kenosha? Till next week. I know it's a publicity thing or a stunt. I accept that. It's just the mayor didn't want to help and stuff. But you know what? I thought it was funny. Okay, I was reading an article today, and everyone says, "Well, you need to use Fox News because it's the best." I don't give a shit about Fox. You know. So apparently, someone asked me about the eviction moratorium, and there's an article now about people being kicked out. Yeah. So apparently, is this Houston or something? Anyways, so someone knocked on this guy's door and said he had to be evicted. So one of the things that I thought was interesting, is these people, So they're showing all these evictions. So it says as Grant worked on the 8 evictions in his office for just precinct 1, the thing cleared 200. Now it's country's attorney reviews how to interpret the new law. I mean, that's the thing, eviction, okay? If they're evicting people today and the law was put in place yesterday, then these idiots need to be fucking fined because of it. You can't just kick someone out and be like, oops. I mean, literally, they're going to use anything they can, to get rid of them. Anyways, the thing I wanted to share with you guys was I was, you know, I'm trying to remember what I was looking for. Um, so I was looking at a news article today, and it talked about something that I was kind of proud of. So basically, because I've been, I assume Pee Wee was the one that said something about, you know, why, nothing can be done of these democratic douchebaggeries. Basically, um, you know, enforcing these people that are getting away with murders, lootings, burnings, BLMs. Anyways, the president turned around. This was a great article today. And he setting a timeline for the agency to restrict federal grants from going to anarchist jurisdictions. Well, that's a good thing, but what do you classify as grants? I've never heard that. Local law enforcement, federal, so it's you know. And then the article says the president's extraordinary powers are being used for the federal government to punish citizen who resides in the blue areas that oppose him politically. I mean, literally, this is bullshit. So, no federal tax dollars to fund cities who allow themselves to deteriorate in lawless zones. Well, in my opinion, things will slowly get different. Remember what I said last night. If you look at our today, Richard Milhouse Nixon, he got in because there was looting and rioting because the African Americans were supposedly the silent majority, you know, the silent voters, you know. See, this is what he said. My administration will do everything in its powers to prevent weak mayors and lawless cities from taking federal dollars while their anarchists harm people, burn buildings, ruin lives and businesses. Well, that might be good, but the businesses might not come back. Well, what is he going to do? Take away all the blue states' welfare money and Social Security and everything else? I mean, Memo sets a timeline for 30 days for the OMB, the Office of Management and Budget, to issue guidelines to the heads of agencies of restricting the eligibility of otherwise disfavoring to the maximum extent permitted by law anarchist jurisdictions and the receipt of federal grants to agency. Yeah, well, thing is what is he talking about? Trump has repeatedly called on governors to deploy National Guard. That's true. Unfortunately, the governors of Kate Brown don't want to do it. And for some reason, no one knows why Kate Brown is being such a douche. Even though she's a woman, she's completely a douche, I tell you. My cousin, I agree with my cousin. Hello, Unheard. How goes it? Well, if you like that, Mr. Mike, then go ahead. You can have your $4 crack horse. I don't care. If you think I'm a crack whore, you're wrong. So, anyways, where was I? So anyways, this eviction moratorium, I don't know what he can and can't do. But the problem with the eviction moratoriums is this. I was talking to my apartment manager today. And my apartment manager, we actually emailed back and forth. And she said, "Oh, is rent coming soon?" I said, "Yeah, we're going to pick it up tomorrow. Chloe had business to do and she forgot about it." She said, "Oh, yeah, good. You're good, you know." And so, talking to the manager, I said, "So you're going to evict everyone and sell the buildings?" Well, talk to my grandmother today, okay? Now, I love my grandmother. I messaged her last night a little tipsy, and grandma messaged me, and she said, "Call me." So I called grandma. I said, "What's up?" By the way, I did get her age right. She's 95. She'll be 96. She's still putting around and driving her van. So grandma turned around, and grandma turned around, we're talking on the phone, and she said, "Rita, I miss your husband." And we conversed about everything where she lives, stripped. Groceries are getting shorter. She went to Costco, it's empty. And when we were talking about things, and, I talked to her about, what's going on in my life. And she turned around and she said, "Hey, remember that one building that they tried to accuse you of being racist?" And I said, "Yeah, the management company accused that. They were trying to evict me for racism and abuse, which never happened. And they had to put cameras in." Well, she turned around and said, "Well, that management company went completely bankrupt. And because the management company didn't have enough money to cover the mortgage on my grandmother's son, could be like uncle or some great uncle, whatever. I don't know. That's extended family." He was on the phone with me. He says, "Yeah, the management company couldn't pay the mortgage, couldn't pay the electricity, couldn't pay the water, the garbage, the sewer. Everything was going on slowly. Finally, the county said you have to turn them on. Some people are paying their rent, not everyone." And then he told me about what he knows from his side of the world, where the subsidized housing is everyone's being evicted almost, and management companies are failing. Some management company has like 900 buildings, and they just went like that. Management company got terminated because the owners couldn't take and collect rent during the pandemic. And because of the eviction moratoriums here, they couldn't do anything. So me and my manager was shooting the shit today, and she was shocked. She's like, "Oh my God, Rita." And so I said, "Yeah, I saw something interesting." I said, um, literally, the manager said, there's a 30-day, they're going to give it to us, and that's why I'm looking at a trailer. Now, I won't tell you everything, but I want to talk about the trailer too, because I know Sister Pee Wee, he's awesome, gave me a link to watch this person. I might subscribe, actually, just because I'm open-minded. And of course, I'm looking at a trailer, so, let's talk about the trailer for a minute. So I emailed this guy, because I was looking at getting a trailer in Portland, because my family's got the truck. We tow it somewhere, and I would move into it. I talked to the guy. I passed the credit check. He didn't think I did the deposit, everything. But here's the kicker: the trailer. So I was talking to him about the trailer, and he turned around, and we were talking about various models. He's like, "Well, I just sold 6 of these trailers this week. I got 4 more in. These ones are hard to get a hold of. We only have 3 available in 4 different cities." And so I was looking into it, and he says, "When can you come to visit Portland or the other 3 locations?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm north of you, and I can't even get out right now." "Oh, well, you could just jump in your car and go." I said, "That's the thing. When I make the arrangements, buy the trailer outright, I'm going to have my family hook it up and take it somewhere. If I put it in storage, I put it in storage. The main thing is, you know, um, and he says, that kind of sucks. You're going to buy a trailer and pay payments. Payments are only $250. I can get a 29-footer, 30-footer, or 34-footer, whatever. So talk to Jose. He's cool. He's great with it. So I'm working on that idea. And I told him I need to make sure that when I pick it up, it's in Oregon. Well, he said if you pick it up in Oregon and it's registered in Oregon, even if I'm the owner, there's no sales tax for Washington State. Now, if I buy it and I take it across the border, I got to pay many things. So I thought about finding out more information with my family about sales tax, and so that's something I wanted to share with you guys, and that. So I was looking at that, but anyway, so Granny turned around. I forgot to tell you. All the management company that accused me of so many things that I didn't do and I had lawyers to fight it went bankrupt. My husband said one day they're going to be out of business. Ultimate revenge. Well, I can sit and eat my cake, and I can have my cake and eat it too. But anyways, the management company here says the only way that they're going to ever do anything is a building-wide eviction, which means all the county subsidized buildings in 4 islands, or 3, I think it is, will be auto eviction because they can't afford, the owner that owns them can't afford it because no one's paying rent. So me and the manager were talking mostly about, ramifications. Now, me and Pee Wee always talk about, things like this too at times, but ramifications is moratorium doesn't stop the accumulation of rent. It stops you from being evicted. And because of it, these people really want to evict the people that are paying rent and taking advantage of these things. They're finding every loophole to stay in and not pay rent. As soon as the coronavirus ends, whatever that is, and that's the thing that made me upset the most today was, managers just like, you better have a backup plan, because we're going to give 30 days to everyone when the time comes. I was shocked. I was literally shocked because they're losing money. They can't make the mortgage, which that was one of the things me and the manager was talking about, the mortgage. Can't make the mortgage payment, can't make the tax payments, can't make the water payments, electric payments, or, you know, garbage recycling payments. And because of it, with all the recycling bins around these islands, the recycling truck should be making money instead of losing money. They should fill up their damn trucks with fuel and use all the recycling contents. There's probably a good, every time I go out there, the damn dumpster is full of wine bottles. So, to me, it's like, there should be plenty, So, well, anyways, manager's like, so I told the manager, I said, I know you have some dirty tactics up your sleeve. She said, look, even if we turned around and we don't like Chloe, we wanted to evict you both, we can't. Because the eviction moratorium won't, and I haven't heard anything that Chloe's done bad. And 2 is, we can't evict anyways because, of it. So the only thing we can do is evict everyone, sell the fucking building. She says, we don't want to do it. The owner doesn't want to do it, but the owner has no choice. The economy's taking a dump. So I said to the manager, well, I thought you might want to use you're out with the 30-day card. She says, we can't even research people right now. There's no one in the office. So they put research on hold. So she said if the coronavirus lasts another 2 years, that means there's 2 more years of people freeloading, not paying their rent. And then what happens? We get a notice to vacate because the property taxes aren't paid, or, and one of the guys, who's a financial advisor and always does, in my opinion, clickbait for stimulus checks, turned around and said he understands the point of view of the government, but he doesn't understand how the government can't make a bill to help alleviate his problems for the mortgage on his rental properties and the mortgage on his, and his other things he's got to be his property taxes. At the end of the year, you might basically make a few $100s from renting your place after paying taxes and paying the mortgage, but nope, doesn't work that way. So, I mean, literally, it's the way it is. So the manager was really, really worried, and I don't blame her. I mean, she's a great manager to a point. I don't bother her; she doesn't bother me, but it just scares me. So, so I'm looking at a, travel trailer as a option. You know, so and that's something I want to share with you all. Because that's one of the things that has been big news. And another big news is again a publicity, a political stunt, I should say. Even a blind man can see it, as General George C. Patton would say. Is they used another political stunt to subpoena the postmaster general. I mean, literally. And yet, I thought that was a bunch of hocus pocus. The only bill things I got today was I got the electric bill finally after 8 weeks. It finally came, and so I was looking at my bill, going, "Oh, okay." So I called the electric company. They told me what was going on, and it wasn't bad, but you know, I just got upset, at the manager's wording today, and so tonight, I had some pizza. I'm gonna finish up the pizza tomorrow. Wanted to make a hamburger meal. I still got some mac and cheese to eat up soon too. Might do that tomorrow. I just can't believe, So I said to the manager, "Well, you can always do the dirty tactic. This happened or that happened." She said, "We can't make up a lie. They would investigate it during the coronavirus, and with lawyers and everything else, the people would get out of it scot-free making threats." Well, that's it, And Chloe, she's not worried about Chloe. She's more worried about herself and her husband who needs a heart transplant. And a heart transplant, they won't give him to her until she raises $90,000 to pay for her 3 years of aftercare. In the meantime, she doesn't want to sell her farm in Eastern Washington either. So to me, I think it's a greedy, selfish move. All that acreage and all those beef cattle, if she has it, hypothetically, I mean, if so it was just an interesting thing, in my opinion. But so you know, you know, and then this morning I've had to listen to nothing but Chloe's complaint about that kid in Kenosha with the AR-15. Oh, he's gonna get pardoned. He's gonna get this and that. I don't know what to make of it. I don't really want to fact check the crap either. My thing is I'm only focusing, as you all know, stimulus checks and unemployment. Now, Stephen Mnuchin said if they just did a piecemeal deal, they could probably get to spend about 1.3 trillion. But Nancy Pelosi wants 900 billion more, which means 2.2 trillion. So the way I see it is either they're going to try to dicker with the official budget, or they're going to stonewall and shut down the government. Anyway, look at it's going to be an interesting September when the government gets shut down. Which, if the government shuts down, that would mean everyone is under a moratorium. Okay, I was talking to someone today about this. Grandma said if the government shut down, Social Security checks would be done. But the problem is the government. And Granny said it outright. She's like, I'm 95 years old. She says Biden's gonna get in, and he's gonna fix things. Their Social Security ain't gonna be touched. We're not gonna lose it in 2021 or 2023. It'll be all fixed. And she said, "Don't worry." And I'm going, you know. So I asked Grandma. I said, "Grandma, you lived in Colorado. Were you a Democrat?" She said, "Always have." Then we joked around about the coffee, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I love my coffee." And it was just, a shock, that Granny was telling me, about the management companies actually going bankrupt out there. So I emailed my friend who's an apartment manager. The management company out there that manages some of the buildings for here aren't managing in Eastern Washington. Those contracts, those buildings, they had to do a mandatory sweep. And the manager is sitting there she runs the computers and stuff, but She can't fill the unit. She can't do anything right now because of coronavirus. So, did an entire sweep. She said her friends that lived in the building, they all got kicked out. Even my own friend that I knew, I got kicked out. I contacted her too. She's like, "Yeah, I'm living in a mobile home with my family's property." I'm like, "That sucks." And she's like, "Yeah, well, they basically kicked us all out. The management company couldn't contain the virus." So I asked her. She's, a Republican, and she voted for Donald Trump in the last election. So first time she voted, she's almost 70, and she said Biden's gonna win, but the problem is we didn't expect this coming down the pipe, and I mean, literally, as soon as they could, they started evicting people and selling the buildings. That's the only thing. She's like, it's bad, and here the management can't even afford a new fucking stove. It's like we're living in the slums. The other day, did I ever tell you the story the other day? I know Pee Wee's great. She sent me this little toolkit, and I asked Chloe the other day where it was, and she says, "Oh, I think I put it here or there. I'll look for it." So I went out. I have two tool sets. I got a Craftsman 450 piece and a Husky 230 piece. Well, I didn't want to dig out this 100-pound chest with all these tools in the Craftsman, so I grabbed the Husky. I came out here, and the screws were coming loose on the doors. The cupboards, and then you have the drawers and the metal drawers where they have the metal where the drawers goes into the glides, and you grow. Well, the screws are so loose that the glides came off. So within I was talking to Gail on the phone. I said, "Yeah, I'll fix it later." Chloe's like, "Oh yeah, I'll fix it." I went in there and I took the screwdriver and I fixed this, and fixed that, and went in, fixed another problem that happened. I looked around the house. I saw this needs to be fixed, and that little tool, that big toolbox that I got, the Husky came in handy. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever need the ratchets, but I used the screwdrivers and I used the other tools, and I did all the repairs that needed to be done in this house. You know, and it was nice because I had the tools, and the manager's like, "Well, if there's any small repairs, you'll have to do it yourself because the maintenance man's not working and during because of the virus." And so, I mean, it was like the other day she asked me about, I asked her about my toilet, and I said, "Oh, there's two problems with the toilet, and mm, so." And so, that was one of the things, So I said, my toilet's broken. She said, "Oh, you have to repair it yourself." So I went in and bought the new innards for the toilet so you can push the handle down and it flushes by itself. And then I told her, the toilet's done, but there's a couple of things in the bathroom that needs to be repaired. One is the caulking, by the tub, and the other is the caulking around the toilet. I said the Johnny Seal looks pretty good. That's what the wax ring, the O-ring, we call it the Johnny Seal. Because in the old days, the toilet was called the Johnny Flusher. So, she said, "Oh, just buy a caulking gun and caulk it yourself." So it's like I've done all these repairs, and yet the manager is just like, "Well, we can't do anything." I said, "My stove's going. What do I do with that?" Buy a convection oven. Now, people suggest the same thing, but the convection oven hasn't come yet. So when the lady told me 475 degrees, I'm sitting there because we were in take and bake pizza. Turned around, and you know me. I was like, "Oh, the oven's not working. I'll just cancel the order." And she says, "We can heat your pizzas for you." I said, "My oven's not working." She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "At 475 at home, it'll take an hour and a half to preheat." She says, "Oh, it sounds like your heating element's going." And she said, "You live in an apartment?" I said, "Yeah, management will fix it." She says, "Yeah, that figures." And I don't know anything about repairing a stove that's 30 plus years old. So you know what I did? I just had it heated there because I'm not waiting approximately an hour and a half to preheat an oven at 475, or even 2 hours. It takes a long time. I timed the other day at 350. It took 57 minutes. And so, to me, I said, well, what can we do about it? And and then on top of that, for example, you can cook a lamb, and it takes about 7.5 hours to slow cook now at 350. I mean, literally, I cooked a steak the other day that was fully defrosted in the oven for 2 hours, and it was blood red still. And I was like, what the fuck? So I had to put it in there. And finally, I got it done. And by the time I got done, it was like 3 in the morning. And I was just pissed off that, and the manager's just like, well, we can't help you with it. So it was like completely, utterly bullshit, you know. So, so that's something. So my cousin sent me pictures of her little trailer, and I'm just looking at them real quick. It's a small trailer. It's well, at least they got a Jayco. That's a semi decent trailer. Thought they'd be buying one of those ones with the fucking thing would fall apart. The reviews. I've done a lot of trailer reviews, so I know which brand I want. So, but still, to me, I just thought it was, sad. That this guy was like, come down. It's like, I live on an island. When I told him which one, he says, oh, so the ferries are delayed. Yeah, I know about that. I said, I'll get down there when I get down there. So I said, we have the money to buy the trailer. So I filled out an online credit application. Everything went fine. And I just got to talk to family before I go and plunk down any money, because I don't have a way to tow it. I don't want to rely on them. So I'm very skeptical of spending money that I don't want to spend. I mean, I'm very, very skeptical of spending money right now, but so, on that, but, and I never told my family. I've been meaning to write both my cousin a letter and cousin-in-law a letter, just for the hell of it. I'll mail it out. I did buy a couple mailboxes, like ones you can mount on a post. I got a couple of them for like $10, and I'm gonna put it in the apartment here, angled with a flag up, so Chloe realizes mail is ready to go out. She can just grab it, so all my letters are ready to go. So I don't have to remind her. A little system for me. And so, you know, so it's the way it is. And so Chloe was, we're trying to figure out what to do. And Chloe's worried. She's like, "Oh, are we really going to be homeless?" Her mom doesn't care. Her mom's like, "Oh, they won't just evict you because the rent's not paid. They can evict you by law. Yeah, they can. That's the only way they can. If they want to sell the building, that's part of the deal. They can." And it's scary because, I'm looking at backup plans. This pandemic, it scares the heebie-jeebies out of me. And on top of that, um, there's a true coronavirus pandemic when the management company tells you outright to fucking fix your own stuff. I mean, literally. And then she said, well, if you don't have the tools, just go down and buy a simple toolkit at the Ace Hardware supply, give local businesses. Well, I have a Craftsman set and a Husky set. And, I used the tools for around the house, and within 2 hours I had everything put back together that needed to, and I fixed everything that needed to. And she was like, oh good, but they won't even take it off the rent. It's like, I bought the toilet thing. So I asked her the other day, I said, hey, so you guys aren't authorized to buy a stove right now. So, as long as the burners on the top works, I can eat canned goods. She says, yeah, or buy a convection oven. So then I turned around and I said, well, what if my water tank burns out? She said, well, I'm doing okay. Unheard, how are you doing? And then all of a sudden, she's like, well, we can't replace it. So I'd be living. It's not about being hermaphroditic. It's not being about under the transgender umbrella. It's not discrimination. It's just basically a slumlord. It's like take a cold shower. I mean, literally, take a fucking cold shower. I mean, literally. You know. So that's the thing. I mean, take a fucking cold shower. You know. Mm-mm. I don't want to take a fucking cold shower. I mean, to me, it fucking sucks when you got a fucking manager just like, wow, we can't do anything. You know. Like I said, Joe, Gail left, so don't need to reiterate your dream again. So, anyways, that's one part of my life, I never talked about because, I was gonna write my cousin about that and say, I had to repair everything basically around here. This went, that went, this went, that went. On top of that, I'm putting an order together for tomorrow. I got to get some doggy food and some other stuff so I can, and I'm trying to stretch out the meat. I mean, the farmer messaged me and said, "Well, we just want to let you know." I'm like, what? We just want to let you know. I'm like, what? You know, and she's like, "Well, we just want to let you know that we're doing our best." And I'm sitting there going, right. So right now I'm just checking fly rods real quick for, um, you know, um, my cousin. I was gonna buy him a fly rod. Doesn't even say what this is. All right. So my cousin's birthday's coming up in December. So you know what? It might be nice to get him a fly rod. So I've been looking at fly rod combos, and finding something that will work for him, because I'm a good cousin. I like to go fishing with him soon, anyways. You know, you just don't want to buy something that's junk either. And so maybe something that he might like. You know, was gonna email him about what he fishes so I can get him the right one. That's how nice I am. I figured a basic rod for him to get into the sport, and then he doesn't have to spend $400 on a fly rod. So I've been looking at fly rods for him. I had a fly rod I found in my closet that one of my cigar buddies gave me, and I thought, if I get down to Portland, maybe I'll loan my cousin that one because it's for saltwater. He can go saltwater fishing off the back of a boat. You don't know if he catch anything, but it's designed for steelhead and salmon, and it was cool. I was like, this one looks really cool though. This one here looks really nice, but it's sold out. I hate when but my opinion is you buy what you get. A lot of people say when you start, get a basic one and with a reel and let them do the rest. But don't spend too much money because they might not like the sport. And to me, I thought that was you know um, really cool. So to me, it's all good. And you know, and that's something to do. So I got packages planning to come in this coming month. I got to restock on a few things, and it's just been hectic around here. I'm distressing. And so you know how it is. So you know, so it's just the way it is. And so I gotta look at that picture again of my cousin sent. Is she serious? Is she serious? That's a 19-foot trailer. That looks like 19-footer. So you know how it is. It's just I believe her anyways. But I was looking at a bigger trailer for myself because me and Moppy and a mood. What's wrong, little man? Hmm? You want a happy little bun, huh? So, yeah, I'm just waiting. Payday's tonight. So, all is good. So, I got the dishes done for tonight. There we go. So all I got in the sink right now is spoons, you know? So, anyways, I'll be here for a few more minutes and I'm logging out. Movie time and wine time and relax time. You know, because it's the way I am. You know, I know Joe wanted me to talk about his dream, you know. Now, I've been meaning to check on something. Hold on. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Nothing. I was hoping to find. Mm, maybe I can find something real quick in the on Google. You know. Let's see. Are there any reviews on it? Oh. Is there any reviews? Hmm. So it is what it is, you know. So I got a movie on Stars I'm going to watch tonight, and then I'll switch over to Amazon. I got to rent that movie for my school and for Wednesday of next week, and then I got a book that's coming in I ordered, so my book will come in. Crackheads and hookers, well, that's your opinion. Baby, you okay? Hello? You feeling alright, baby? The moon's feeling okay, I think. He might be a little depressed himself. Yep. Depressed little bun bun. So Chloe was going to go over to a restaurant today, and they're closed. So she went over to get a sandwich somewhere else, and then picked up pizza, which wasn't bad at all. You know, in my opinion. Well, here goes it. Here goes everyone. Direct Express. And Direct Express is slow. The website is down due to the fact that they're trying to load money up right now. So who's with me? I mean, I got 3 people watching, and yet, there we go. So we're good. It loaded finally. Money's on there. So, anywho, like I said, there we have it. Since no one's talking, I'm leaving you all to go watch Stars. But don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow. So tomorrow's plan is pay the rent, talk to the electric company again. Not that I need to. Pay the cell phone bill. So we're good until October. Even though I don't use it much. And then so anyways, since no one's commenting, I am gonna go and disappear. I came on wanting to talk and get some comments, and nothing happened. But anyways, other than that, all is good. Like I said, I'm gonna leave and watch the movies and relax. So that's it, everyone. Please add, subscribe, please post comments, please leave feedback, suggestion. Hit the like and subscribe button so some funding for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Hit the bell notification for new content every day. Thanks for watching, everyone, and God bless you in everything you do.